quits the miser, dog. I'm just the guy's about to blow up and hit you in the gut like a cannonball. The circus come to talk. Maybe I'm just a circuit for a car that thought he drove fast. Maybe I'm false and I just belong on a chart. A pie one if you want with them prompts. Because then my straw could have bench pressed all, I could have impressed her, so I could have get her bit, and then let's see what's done next. If you listen to song before, you should know, and the globe would start to glow, or spin like a crystal bowl I hold in my throat. It's an autumn's apple that I picked from the garden that's close. Maybe you're close, like you're getting more warm. Maybe that frostbite sitting and hit the next part of limb and work its way up type shit. And then I work my way in to the front door that's closed. Everything's closed when you're wearing no clothes. Oh, maybe the index would know. So I just flipped through the yellow, bro. And then the yellow card would have been pulled from his pocket that's close to what bumped. That's close to what the ribbon was ripped, and then the circuit race was done. He won by a nose. Yes. He won with these nose that fall from his throat, and then fall with his throat. It's like a show would have been put, and then he pulled at the yard. Yes. What classics rock? Maybe they was rotten, the skeleton bones. So I take the ligaments home. Wanna fix some song like the robots I build. Maybe I bill you later on. Y'all don't even know. I need my impression on them bank notes that they hand out. Endeavor some clever with me cleaver I swore. And I could've swore this swamp was a forest before. As it fall not much from the clothes. I formed this fucking awesome, this fancy tree for a call with the whiskers that's long. Cause then I could whisper some flow, and they get inside and they don't. Maybe document my time. Document my time now too. Time ticking, time did. Cause I was on time, kid. I'm an alchemist with something I mix. It's steam when I did. Chemical reaction whenever I spit. Whenever a ton of bricks would have hit on head, then you're close to that shit. It's like a tick that keeps something stuck to the wall. That's some art if you want to draw. That's the part that I want the most. Just like broad, and when them limbs were touched and bottom up because the tub couldn't get the job done unless her jaw would drop. That's a joke. That's a bow that rose, and that was a rose and gold, and that's a bush from whence it grows, and then yo will look like it's been cut. It's been cut in umbilical cords, embellishing flow. Nice, not embezzle at all, because then Beelzebub would have got what he deserves, a kick in the butt and make that swift of course, because then I could go get a bug with the biggest burger, that's charcoal. Bake me flows 360 degrees when the temp was gone, a temp and raw, because then I was more tempered strong, like more sharp, where it connect to soft, because then your head would drop. Yes, drop in the bucket, it's nothing at all, and I love it, because it's the octopus saw it, it was already done. I don't need agreement, sign at the bottom. I don't need your silly compliments, bro. But I would welcome them like the dough and the mat and the frog, because then I would have been Aladdin with flow. I got a lamp that I rob, because then I go with straw or straw for claw with ball. And then that was Mr. Ed, who thinks he can talk, but he called. I would just maul in my dome with a skull. What's around this fucking brain that I got that isn't like yours? Cause if it was, I wouldn't be able to rock. So fucking awesome with rock. And then I rock this fucking gauze all around you and pyramid you up. Because then I could get up. This fucking paradox. What's that? I'm a paradigm. In it with myself with a bag of dimes. And they're all lucky ones from Scrooge McDuck. He should go screw himself and jump off something tall till he splutters like Buck. He didn't get to the fridge in time. He didn't get to the fridge in time. Another casualty flow, casually, yo. Maybe a coach, maybe an ultimate with no bugs. So he's working this good as he washes something on floor, because it's no longer a box. Maybe your coffin was closed so no one would watch. Like, this is entertaining, bro, but I wish he would move a little or so. Maybe I literal some, maybe literally strong, maybe I just lost or some that gallops around, that rips up the ground, because then that would be the best rendition of spit that I saw. I reverberate some from off of the walls, I regurgitate stuff that I ingested a while ago. Raw from Dog, then Lincoln Park. I always want to say Central, but don't somehow, because I just edit myself before words come out, like there's a red underline under them. And then the undertow, all of the wet would pull when you fall off a boat. Something go would start to go like I didn't need that, but I did somehow. Like my inner thought knows, the one that's subliminal, that's submerged under the wind and couldn't be seen, but it's ever present, bitch. You'd have to get hypnotized to see how it is type shit. Maybe fine print, maybe just finesse with this brush, a bark brush, a bark in it. In the barcode with a berry, yo, underneath the soul, that thick. Imagine I did with my arms, how thick it would have been, dog, and they just wouldn't fit in the screen that you watch. So the screen would just star and never stop, because in the star that would shoot across the sky would never get wished upon. Your wish was coming through when my throat would throw some more that's frozen flow. It's like the tundra, yo. It's like a ton of bricks I pull, because the tonnage was enough to get them on skill, to get them on low, because my skill has rose like something I did living right now, because then I'm living with star. This Libra 2000 has come for your scrawl inside of your tub, because then I got my sights on your wife, and yes, she was hard. You act like you already know, but you don't. You already know broke a while ago like a cloak that doesn't take anymore. And it ticks me off, bro, so I'll slap you with gloves and challenge yo to 20 paces and turn. Maybe I'll just pour some paste like your tortilla chip until the burns would have gone 30 degrees outside. It sounds cold. But if 3rd degree was a lot, then 30 should be a lot, dog. Now you know my allotment of talk, because then I told you all. The atonement was stop, and then I would tell a fucking joke to the wall. I told a joke to the door. It was knock knock, and no one answered at all, so I couldn't finish it off. Yes. Maybe I pulled a tuxedo, little bro, because then the octopus turned into a pigeon, or penguin, just rolled on its tongue. Roll down the window for flow. No. Roll down the window. TWA.